Poison Archaludon is a deck that you could do some pretty cheesy plays. But today's video I will be playing it because this is the most voted deck that you guys wanted to see me play out of these four that I gave out in the poll on the post side of YouTube. And you know what? When testing this deck out, there's two different ways for me to play it, and I honestly don't know which one I prefer more. The first one being the secret box build, and then the next one being the trolley build. So let me go over both the ways you can play this deck. The first one going over is the Poison Trolley build. And as you can see with this one is a going second deck because we don't have really Carmine, Professor's Research. We have one Squawk. This is mainly to kind of help out with the first hand going second, because remember, you want to go second because you have the Pokegears, Arvins, Pokegears to get Arvins if you don't have an Arvin, and use the Arvin to get the Poison Trolley, the Precious Trolley, and usually an Ancient Booster Energy Capsule. Because again, the whole point of this deck is going second, put Ancient Booster Energy Capsule on the Brute Bonnet, and then for everyone else in the squad, you want to get like a Petrarunt. If it's not already in the active, get a Latias to put it there, a Duraludon or two, an Iron Bundle to, like, let's say get a low HP Pokemon, bring it to the active. But let's say you don't have a Petrarunt, you get the Badoo. And remember, poison before, put the Badoo on because you don't want it to be knocked out too early because it has 30 HP. But either way, going second, turn one, you want to either start off with the Petrarunt or the Badoo, depending on which one you have. Then as for going on later on in the game, it's either continue take out knockouts on smaller HP Pokemon with the Petrarunt, or continue to item lock them, or at the same time, get your Duraludons ready to turn it into an Archaludon and start doing some poison damage, or just attack regularly with the 220 damage. But remember, put a Binding Mochi on it, poison it, it's 260, plus 70 because of the poison damage. Add a Perilous Jungle, then it's 290. So either way, you could do some pretty big knockouts with this along with the poison. Or let's say it's 220 and their Pokemon has 230 HP. You can attack with 220, but remember, poison first, then attack with 220, then it turns into 230, then shuts off their Pheasantipity because the Pokemon was knocked out with poison. Same thing applies when doing the Petrarunt attack. When you KO a Pokemon with poison, they can't use Pheasantipity either. So that's another really good thing about this deck, is the poison knockouts, which shuts off their Pheasantipities. And then of course, late game, Ursaluna, let's say they really have you up against the wall and you can't take any more knockouts, your Duraludons are gone, Archaludons are gone, and you just need like a 2-prizer, maybe even a 1-prizer to take the game. You have Nest Balls, Ultra Balls, or Night Stretchers to get out your Blood Moon Ursaluna. But other than that, this deck has been going pretty well, but let's go over the other way to play Poison Archaludon. And that is the Secret Box build. For this one is a going first deck. And this one has been pretty consistent, usually because that's why we have 2 Petrarunts, 2 Brute Bonnets, 2 Latias, 2 Squawkabillies, because we do need a set up, especially if we're going turn 1. And since we're going turn 1, that's why we have 4 Carmines. Because remember, even though it's a supporter, we can use Carmine on the very first turn. And another plus of having Secret Box, let's say you don't start off with it at the beginning, but you get it mid to late game, you can still use it to discard 3 cards from your hand and then grab a Stadium, a Tool, Supporter, and an item card, which is really good because that automatically gets you a Perilous Jungle or a Binding Mochi to attach to Archaludon for a big attack, or just Ancient Booster Energy Capsule to attach to a Brute Bonnet. Let's say they knocked out your Brute Bonnet earlier on, you could just Nest Ball, Brute Bonnet, grab the Ancient Booster Energy Capsule, attach again, Perilous Jungle, then Supporter, let's say a boss or something, or you have a low hand size, Professor's Research. So Secret Box is really good in this deck. And for this build, since it is going first deck, that's why this also has the name Archaludon. Because if your opponent starts off with a lone Pokemon in the active and you're going first, you have the chance to turn 1 donk them without even them starting the game. So let's say their Pokemon's from like Badoo, 30 to 80 HP. So the ideal setup is to have your Petrarunt in the active, Brute Bonnet on the bench with an Ancient Booster Energy Capsule. And since the Ancient Booster Energy Capsule is on the Brute Bonnet, activate Toxic Powder ability, poison both active, and since Petrarunt's in the active, it activates its ability, Toxic Subjugation, which means plus 50 poison counters. So now the active is now at 60 poison counters. Meaning if their HP is from like 30 to 60, you can knock them out with poison like that. But let's say they're 70 to 80, that's where we have the Perilous Jungle to add the extra 2. unless they're a dark type. Because remember, if they're a dark type, then Perilous Jungle is not going to add that extra 2. So let's say if they're a Zorua, Dino, I'm forgetting any other dark types right now, but either way, especially for those two, if they're a dark type, Perilous Jungle is not going to work on them. But yeah, usually that's why you have Perilous Jungle on the board, so you can knock out the 70 HP Pokemon, usually. Or the 80 HP Hoot Hoots, if they do have that. Yeah, other than that, these decks are pretty straightforward. I would say, though, is knowing when to play it as a Poison deck, or an Archaludon deck, or a mixture of the two. That I'm still trying to figure out myself, to be honest, but either way, you can get some really good plays with the Poison on the Archaludon, or at least just take some good turn 1s with just the Poison package right here. But yeah, enough of that. Let me show you both of these decks in action right now. Alright, now we're going to start off with the Secret Box build. And do I want to go first? Yes, because this one you do want to go first. Just for the chance of putting damage onto like a beefy Pokemon of theirs, or just to take out that turn 1 donk. Alright, we got Petrarunt. Hopefully we get Pokegear for like a Carmine or something. Ooh, it's a Archaludon. Okay, so we definitely want to put damage onto a Duraludon. Yeah, and that... Oh, by the way. Yes, the camera is off because I'm kind of on a crunch for making this video. And when it comes to editing, it just gives me more time to edit and less things to do for... Oh, I think we could take a turn 1 donk. Okay. Alright, check this out. Alright, so we're going to get rid of the... I don't know why. Just get rid of the Pokegear. Get rid of the jungle. Hopefully our Brute Bonnets are here. They are. Okay, wow. First game, and you guys are going to see how to do this. Alright, check this out. Okay, look. Example, 60, right? And since it's 70, Perilous Jungle, make it 80. End turn. And then you win. So yeah, that was, did not expect that to be the first match. Just get a donk immediately. But like I said, this one is all about trying to get that turn 1 donk. But I will say watch out when doing that, because let's say they did have a Pokemon in the active. You just now give them the chance to use Counter Catcher. So when you knock them out with Poison, they can't use, I believe, Unfair Stamp or Pheasantipity, right? But you do give them access to Counter Catcher. So be wary of that. But yeah, going back to why my cam is off. The camera's off because, like I said, kind of low on time, especially when for editing stuff, filming this. I kind of just want to film this as quick as possible because I have been lagging it on this video or making some videos. So either way, cam's off to help with the editing process to make it go by faster. And yes, I do want to go first. So yeah, apologies about no cam, if anyone really cares about that. But let's see here. I'd much rather start off with Latias. Okay. Ooh, Monkey Dory. I don't really know if I want to put damage on that. At the same time, I don't know what deck I'm playing against, so... This one's interesting. Okay, I think this one, I'm going to just play it as an Archaludon deck. I can always get that back with a Night Stretcher, so let's do this. Those over there. Just in case, put the Binding Mochi on. Let's Carmine. Get the squad. Yeah, let's get the squad. I don't think it'll hurt to have 3 Duraludons on right now. But unfortunately, we'll have to get rid of a Night Stretcher, but that should be okay. And then I will end my turn. Because this is weak to dark, but I don't think there's any dark type that could one-hit KO right now. I believe. Especially on their first turn. But other than that, let's see. I can get an Archaludon ready to go. Oh, it's a Hops deck. Okay, so Hopsation doing some damage. Right, so alright, so what's the plan here? What's the plan? Because I can knock this out if I can poison it. But then once I do that, they now have access to this Cramorant. With that being said, if they put down another 2-prizer, I'd much rather knock out that 2-prizer than knock this out, because the moment you have like 6, 5 prize cards, or 2 or 1, this card's useless. But yeah, let's see here. Alright, let's see what I can do. Alright, so I can definitely get a Nest Ball, or Nest Ball for the Brute Bonnet. Do that. Get the Brute Bonnet. Then I need a Ancient Booster Energy Capsule. I haven't seen any yet, so hopefully they're still in there and I can grab it. Okay. Hold. Let's get rid of Petront. Grab more energy. Actually, let me deck check. Alright, so our hope is we get, I don't know, Secret Box. The Booster Capsule. Presses Research to get more stuff. Who knows? Okay, let's see. Do-do-do-do. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this. Ooh, let's go. Okay. I don't mind this. I don't mind this. How many we got in there? Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. Ultra Ball. These away. Grab that Archaludon. Evolve this one. Grab the 2 Metal Energies. Throw it onto this one, right? Then, since I don't want to waste a Night Stretcher, let's grab the other Archaludon. Set this one up. And then get these energies. And then put it on this Dawn. And now, hopefully, we will get an Ancient Booster Energy Capsule. Let's see. Okay, we got one. Let's go. And we got the Secret Box. Okay. And I don't want to poison the active. We're going to Toxic Powder, because I don't need the Binding Mochi. Retreat. Oh, I especially don't want to damage this, because I want them to not get access to like a Pheasantipity either. So, yeah. 220, and then they'll be knocked out to poison. But now they will have access to this Cramorant. So actually, damn. Okay, I should have probably used Secret Box for a Perilous Jungle. Just so I could take this out so it's less damage, because this is 30 more. Because let's see, what are they doing? 120, 150, 180. And if they bring out... Okay, so they're just going to do that. Okay. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. If anything, I could Professor Turo the Latias just to heal it. But I could definitely Perilous Jungle to get that out of the way. Are they gonna grab a Fez? Or do they not grab anything? Because they need an energy or the, what is it called? The Hop's Choice Band. And they already Iono'd, so even if they grabbed an Arven, they can't use it. Okay, okay. So let's see what they're gonna do. They'll probably set up another Cramorant then. Or fail it. Tatsugiri, okay. Oh no, they did have an energy. Okay. Okay, okay. I think plant still stays the same. I don't want to give them an easy 2-prizer, so I'm just gonna do this to heal it. Perilous Jungle. Do I want to put anything back? Let's see, putting back Boss and Turo shouldn't hurt. You know what? I'm just gonna put. I don't know. I'll hold on to it. But for now, let me KO this thing. Well, got a boss. Because if they leave this in the active, which I doubt because they're going to use attract customers to try to get like an Arven or something. But actually I do like the boss because let's say they do get the Cramorant, right? I'm ignore the Cramorant. And just boss up this Pheasantipity. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ignore the Cramorant if or when they bring it out. So yeah, they're going to bring it back with the Night Stretcher, add the Hop's Choice Band. But the damage it's doing should be still like 150, 180, what is it? 120, 50, yeah, 180. Yeah, still good. Our Dark Energy. Will they get a Dark Energy? Unless they're just thinning their deck. Surprised they didn't keep that. But also a Dark Energy for what exactly, really? Oh, to retreat. Okay, yeah. I see the vision. Okay. Okay, 210. But, like I said, we are going to ignore the Cramorant. And not only that, we're going to Stadium Bump. Then we are going to boss the Pheasantipity. Palpad. Do I want a Palpad? Let's see. Bosses. That. You know what? It can't hurt. Palpad back a boss and a Professor's Research. Then I still got these to get it, unless they Iono me. 220. And now I believe, again, they can't attack with the Cramorant anymore. Okay, attract customers. The only thing I'm thinking is they grab a Hop's Zacian, right? Then they can knock out the active while doing damage. onto here, unless they boss this up. I was kind of expecting that, not gonna lie. But I think we still got this. Have they played an A-Spec? Okay, so I'm expecting their A-Spec to be a prime catcher, right? So they'll probably try to trap this in the active. Or just concede. They'll scoop. Alright, cool. 2 in a row. Love it. Alright, but can we go 3 for 3? Let's find out. Okay, going first. Not bad. Okay, a little bad. But at least we get set up some energies in the discard. Grab some energies, right? Okay. Ah, it's the Joltik box. Okay. Okay, so all I could do really. Okay, so that one wasn't a great start. But for this deck, they are going to try to get a Joltik so they can start powering up the Iron Hands and the Pikachu EX. And if not, then maybe you have to try to hopefully get a Brute Bonnet with the Ancient Booster. Hopefully evolve an Archaludon with the necessary energies. Okay. Because I can knock this out with Poison. That'll be even better. 2, because then they can't use Fez. And really good for Pikachu because you can hit it. Then the Poison damage will knock it out. Because remember, Resolute Heart, you can't one-hit KO it because it will just bring it back to 10 HP. But with the 10 HP, knock it out with Poison. And I'm starting to think they don't have... No Joltik. Okay. Ooh, okay, hold on. Hold on. I don't think I can do it. But what I will not do... Damn, okay. Alright, let's just try to go for the active then. Toxic Powder. And then go for broke on the, hopefully get an Archaludon. And I think we got it. And now they can knock me out with the Pikachu. But I'm not too stressed about that. Because when they use Pikachu's attack, they have to discard all the energies, right? But if they attach a Power Glass to it, then I'll worry. But other than that, I can still at least do some poison damage to it. So probably just throw this in the active, do some poison damage, and then try to set up more Duraludons. Because that's what I do need. Oh, they added an extra one. Okay. Smart. Okay, so now they just need another Crispin. Even though you think they've used 2 already. So yeah, they more than likely have 2 more then. Man, just wish I was able to put down more Duraludons. Ah, Do I want to put down 2 prize or not? I'm not. Honestly, I don't know. Okay, not bad. How many we got there? We're just gonna secret box to get the other Duraludon. Get the Carmine. Perilous Jungle. Why not? Then a tool card. A tool card. I think we only have one tool card. Or one type. Okay. Grab this. Grab the other Duraludon. And remember, since we have the Ancient Booster Energy Capsule, we do not fall under... Hold on, I'm thinking... That 30. Because remember, when this is attached, you can't be... You recover from all special conditions. Sorry, I was spazzing out right there. Anyways, end turn. But yeah, anyways, if they knock this out, it's just... Or if they knock out any of these, it's just one prize. So hopefully I'm really banking on this Carmine to grab an Archaludon. But even then I would need an extra energy to do the attack. Yeah, so I still kind of need a lot though. Hopefully that gives me the Professor's Research or another Carmine or what I need. It does not, unless I get a Fez. If they knock something out. New active. I could still put poison damage on it. And not only poison damage, probably... Hold on. Or not. Let's see. Carmine, okay. Just for the fun of it, let's do this. I'm wondering if I should. Yeah, I should. I'm going to need this, unfortunately, but at least I'm thinning out the deck as well. Also, put some poison on this. Carmine. Ooh, unfortunate. No energy. Okay, let's see what's in here. Pretty much all my draw support's in there as well. It's just end turn. Yeah, this one's a tricky one. Even though they weren't able to set up with Joltik. But at the same time, they would need to knock this out, but still discard energy. But low Crispin count. Boss, okay. So there goes that 2-prizer, unfortunately, because I whiffed. But at least I didn't evolve the Archaludon. Badoo. I think I'm gonna have to get rid of these. And what's in here? I'm gonna have to Carmine. Okay, okay. I am going to put down the not. I'm not going to do that. Just so I can double check what's in here. Okay. Not a whole lot. Ooh, Night Stretcher coming in clutch, because if they try trapping this as a last resort. You know, I just realized this build doesn't have Iron Bundle, huh? Damn, Bundle would have been so cool for this. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose. How many energies? Oh, they have a lot of energy in their deck still. Because I want to say these run like 5 electric, 5 grass, right? And they're going to Crispin. Okay. Alright, chill out. Now I'm starting to think I should have had some bosses back in there. Well, regardless. I'm pretty sure they got a boss in hand then. Yeah, like I said, pretty sure they have a boss. Prime Catcher, there we go. Alright, but now moving on to the Poison Trolley build. So hopefully my luck with this one is as good as it was for the last 3 matches you just saw. Ooh, going first. Not so good with this deck, but maybe we could do something. Do I want to put the Bonnet in the active, or do I want to put the Fez in the active? This is very hard. Wow. Okay. Ah, man. Let's just do the Fez. Hey, look at that. It's a mirror match. So I'm assuming they play the secret box. Just gonna chain these back to back. All right, we got 2 in there. Do I want to pop the bundle right now? Actually, no. They're probably playing the trolley build as well then. It's just... End turn. Wow. Okay. Unfortunate first hand. And this is a dark type, so that's not going to work on me. So at most I'll get 60 damage. Ooh, okay. Unless I just try attacking with this. Might as well. I don't know. Damn, what a horrible start. Okay. Oh, but they play a Mew in theirs too. Should I play a Mew in mine? If you guys think this deck would run better with a Mew, let me know. But they have a ton of Carmine. And have yet to see the A spec. Which again, I think it's Secret Box. Alright, I can finally attack with my Pheasantipity. $100 damage. Man, unfortunately, I don't think I'm able to do that. Let's get rid of these. I was gonna say Badoo, but nah. Yeah. I don't care. Yeah, let's just do that. And turn. I think that's one of the biggest problems with this deck. It's just the draw power or lack thereof. Okay, let's see here. Well, I could at least grab an energy with the Night Stretcher. And do a knockout. Ooh, okay, hold on. Hold on. Let's see here. What can we do? Can we finally get the squad out? Might have to get that out. Let's do I want to do Petrant? Do I want to do Petrant? No, it might as well. We've had a horrible start to begin with anyways. Might as well. But, do I want to start off with the Fresh Dawn? No, let's not. Actually, just in case it does, whatever. Like I said, horrible start. Might as well just start doing things. Now, is there anything I need back in the deck? Not really. Okay, there's the 80. Somehow ahead in the prize trade. We got an Earthen Vessel. Ah, if only I could get some Archaludons going and take out some Duraludons. That's what I want to do. Because I do not want to deal with Archaludon. They now have Fez. But at least these three actually, can be knocked out by Archaludon. So that's what I'm hoping for. Okay, so I'm gonna have to hopefully get some boss's orders and ignore some Archaludons. Unless they hit me with an Archaludon, I could bring out the Relicanth that is in this build. Also interesting to poison. I'm gonna have to retreat into one of these anyways, so. It didn't die to poison, so I could still do this. And that was horrible, but I can Iono. Okay, Iono plus poison. How much is that? Let me do some math. Horrible math. I think we're off by 10. Do I dare do it, though? So they have to retreat? I think so. Okay, let's see. 2 energy. So we're not going to poison yet. We're going to do this. Fling away the Ancient Booster Energy Capsule. I'm going to grab one. Now the poison isn't enough, but I do want to threat at least with a poison knockout next turn if they don't retreat. Because they can't take a knockout with this either. I don't want to evolve that just yet. So yeah, 290, but leave it just to pressure them to retreat. Because even if them themselves put on, or they could do that. Never mind. I forgot about the Turo. Hey, these things happen. Ooh, now they can do their whole big play too. They're using my own play against me. I don't appreciate that. Okay, well, regardless, you have to admit it was a good play, right? So good that they had to try it out themselves. But the really bad thing about this is I will not have access to Fez. Okay, let's see here. At this point, I'm going to have to evolve it. Okay, let's see how much. 1 metal energy in the deck. Sure. We got an Iono. We got a boss. I'm not going to grab it. Let's just research. Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold the phone. Okay, hold up. Let's see. I mean, I could bundle. Sure, why not? Let's bundle. Let's see what they put up. Wow, they don't have any ancient boosters. They don't have any night stretchers in here. They're... What an insane draw. Okay. Why can't my hand look like theirs? Whatever, there's only one thing I can do. Hope they don't got this. These two. I don't care. One sec. No. Just gonna fail that. Unfortunate, but whatever. Hail Mary. Even though they could still knock it out with that, but regardless. If I'm being honest, just playing the Poison Archaludon really makes me want to play pure Archaludon again. Like, sure, Poison Archaludon is pretty cool. You can get some pretty cheesy plays in it, but it really makes me want to play a pure Archaludon deck. Or at least Archaludon with Monkey Dory. That's really has my attention right now. I mean, once Destined Rivals comes out, because there's like that Team Rocket's Bomb, right? That card. Pair that with the Monkey Dory. I've been seeing that. So that's definitely something I want to try out in the future. But as for Poison Archaludon, if I'm being honest, it's okay. But like I said, playing Poison Archaludon for like the past maybe few days just makes me want to play pure Archaludon so much. Pure Archaludon without Hop Zacian, by the way. No Hop Zacian. Get it out the way. Get it out of here. Yeah, I don't think I won this, so should I just concede or should I just see what they're gonna do? Yeah, I'm just gonna concede. Let's move on. You know what? That last match wasn't still too bad because it was still playing against the Poison Archaludon deck, so you still got to see two different Poison Dons go head to head. Still see the... Well, they had a Mew. Like I said, thinking about adding a Mew now to mine. Regardless, you got to see the tech, what it's about, what you can do. I feel like we got this last time, no? This game has a vendetta out for me. Whatever. Iron Bundle, just because it has a 1 retreat cost. Unless... Never mind. Unless... Whatever. Okay, well, looking from this, it's not a poison build, right? Damn, okay. Whatever. Add energy. And turn. Who cares? Because I'm expecting to get Badute. Or they conceded. Because I guess they didn't have anything either. Alright, so round 2. Win. You know what? They probably saw the Metal Energy and already knew what deck this was. So that's why they gave up. So if I didn't attach that Metal Energy, they probably would have kept going. Even though they probably should have known my hand was absolute doo-doo. Regardless, let's go to the third match. As for the final match, I don't know. Okay, we're just gonna wait for them to flip the coin. Or just, yeah, I don't know. But I do like this coin though. This Munchlax coin. I do like it. It's from World, right? The World's coin. Honolulu. Munchlax. Whatever. It's late. I'm tired. This is like what, the 6th match? Yeah, 6th match. Boo, I had brain fart. What? I was like, wait, what deck am I playing? Okay. Trolley. I'm playing Trolley, so go second. Okay. Okay, here we go. Opponent's going first. Good. Hopefully I can get something going. Can you not? Please? Let's do Latios. Just because I don't want to give up too much information with the bundle. Because I feel like only a few of them play that. As with the Latios, it could kind of be anything. It could be Joltik Box, Poison Archaludon. Give me a second. Hold on. I know there's more. Whatever. I forget. Like I said, I'm tired. It's late. Ooh, please don't do anything. I can donk you, maybe. No, I can for sure donk you. As long as I have everything. Gardevoir? Gardevoir. Ooh, but... Okay, so is this going to be a battle of Badoos? Man, the Monkey Dory is just going to add some problems here, so I definitely have to play this. Spec board, go back. Let's get some Dawns going. Actually, I don't have a Badoo. Oh, no, I do. Haha. Latios is on board. Petrunt is prized, of course. Why wouldn't it be? Then we're going to Arvin. Do this. Ancient Booster Energy Capsule. Or unless I just knock it out with the Duraludon. You know what? Yeah, why not? Let's do that. Let's just get a third Duraludon going. Hold up, let me see. Trainers. I'm gonna discard this anyways. Might as well add the Arvin. Why not? Poison damage? Should we just do poison? I say we do poison. Okay, forget everything. Gonna shut off their Fez if they put down a Fez. And then what I got in here? They got that, got that. Okay, okay. End turn. Because remember, I don't want to put any energy down just so they could like Monkey Dory it back to me. Like, it would have to be pretty relevant damage that I want to put down. Like, for example, if I hit 220 on a Gardevoir, I don't care if they put 30 or 60 back to me, because then I could still knock it out, you know? Yeah, Badoo would have been nice then. But regardless, who cares? Because I would arguably, I would consider Gardevoir the BDIF. I know everyone would argue Dragapult, but I would argue Dragapult's the most played deck. Not so much the best deck. Okay, they're gonna stadium bump me. But I can just do that right back. If anything, nope. Huh. Kind of in a pickle. So next turn, probably just attach this to something there, and probably not even activate poison. Because again, I don't want damage on there, because I could retreat into this, right? Do 30. And with the poison, that's like 30 more, but does it really matter? Clef Key. It's gonna trap something. Oh, that's dangerous. Yeah, they're gonna trap something. Man, now they want me to use poison. And my Turo just staring me in the face right there. Okay, regardless. Energy onto this then. Oh no, they can get rid of the tool. Yeah, okay, not bad. End turn. Oh, sorry about the silence. I just realized I was deep in thought thinking of what I can do, because I don't think I could win, especially with this clef key there. I mean, I could like boss it away, but then what else would I do, you know? I mean, yeah. You know what? Let's just get rid of the Monkey Dory then. Yeah, I don't mind getting rid of a Monkey Dory then. Okay, that's what I'll do. Boss a Monkey Dory. Retreat. Let's see here. Because, yeah, this should work, right? This should work. Okay, 1 in the discard. Alright, we're going to do this. Going to assemble alloy. 1 energy. You're going to attach 1 energy. And I'm going to double check this. As long as it's in the active spot, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay. Oh, at least with this in the active, they can't use Monkey Dories either. So, I think I'm still going to go for a monkey. Whatever, this is the play. This is the play. Another Dawn. Kind of okay, especially since I don't have any energies in the discard. They're probably just gonna try to trap me again, which I don't mind. But I will say they'll get a Drifloon out, watch. They're gonna get a Drifloon, Bravery, Charm it, knock me out. Once they do that, again goes back to the whole me wanting to play Pure Archaludon again, because Pure Archaludon has some jamming towers. And that's just a knockout in itself. Okay, I don't mind this. Even though I had a stadium bump, I don't mind that. Okay, I have access to energies again. Energies and poison. And a binding mochi. That's still not enough. It would have to be like, they'd have to put a lot of damage on me. Like, a lot. Just so I could use like a Relicanth, binding mochi play. Another boss would be so good though. Let's see here. Actually, if they do, never mind. No, wait, hold on. 190. 270. Binding mochi. I think I could take out the Gardevoir. That's if they decide to punch this, but they're more than likely you're just going to go for the Latias. Which is Dark Energy, Monkey Dory, 30, knockout, 2 prizes. And they see the poison binding mochi play on that. Oh, are they going to punch it? Please do. Do it. Damn it. No, they did what I said they were going to do. Okay. Wait, they have damage on it. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. Say 270. Yeah, I think. Okay, hold on. Okay, this. Plus this. Plus. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. Right. I'm not crazy, right? This works. 260. Ooh, do I even shut off their Fez too? Hold on, that is nasty. Okay. I'm just gonna discard these energies. Because why not? Actually, I'm gonna touch one. Then I'm gonna research. And insult to injury. I'm going to Stadium Bump. And even more so, another Binding Mochi. Get out of my face. Sorry. And boom, no Fez action either. And the Gardevoir is down, but they could just evolve the other Curlia on their bench. But if I can hold on, if I can grab a boss, right? I can set up for this thing to be knocked out, even though this is on there, right? Or worse come to worse, I have to attack with this. Ah, but I need a Binding Mochi on that, and I think I have two, so hold up. Out of the question. Not gonna work. But what are they gonna do now? I definitely do need that other boss. I don't know if the other boss is prized. Can we get a boss off this too? Maybe there's another chance. Hold on. And all the other ones went to the bottom of the deck, so... Oh, and there's a Mew. I don't even need... Okay, hold on. Hold on. Does this... Yeah, this one plays the counter catcher, right? So there's still somewhat of a chance, but I can't use counter catcher actually. That's it. I'm talking about if they like get the lead. How much is this doing? Like, I'm also poisoned. 20 damage for each damage counter on this. 160, no? So they have to go for the Squawkabilly. The Squawk, no? Oh, no. Or Latias or Squawk. Yeah, the Squawk. Okay. I'm still surprised no Dark Energy on the Monkey Dory. Okay, if I can hit a boss, I win. Night Stretcher? Night Stretcher? Or... Let's see. No. Whatever. I don't think I need any of these. I'm trying to think. No Relicanth. I don't think I'll need. Man. You know what? Let's just punch. Yeah, I'm just gonna punch it. Either way, I still need one more, but... yeah, they could probably still win. I don't know. That's probably the wrong thing. Oh, it was prized. Yeah, I'm positive they could still win. Yeah, I probably made the wrong move there. Not gonna lie. Because now they just need a Dark Energy. Knock this out. And then punch this. Okay, yeah, that was probably the wrong move. Whatever. Like I said, it's late. I didn't even notice how small their hand was. Or their deck was. So Drifloon's the next choice. It has to be. Oh no, they're gonna copy my move. Yeah. Hey, not bad, not bad. Okay, so my bad. I should have retreated then. Unless they had a boss. I guarantee they had a boss, actually. So, whatever. Okay, there you have it. That is Poison Archaludon. Now, I probably would have played one more with Poison Trolley, but like I said, it's getting pretty late. I'm starting to make some pretty big whiffs, especially in the last one with Gardevoir, but either way, got a little closer to it. That matchup as I thought I was going to get. But regardless, like I said, Gardevoir, GDIF. Even though I probably could have won if I made some better choices, but regardless, enough of that. This has been Poison Archaludon, and I still don't know what's the best way to play it, whether it be the Poison Trolley build or the Secret Box build. I don't know. So I do say, try both out, you guys, yourself, and let me know which one you guys prefer in the comments down below. Because honestly, if I had to lean towards one, I do like the turn 1 cheese with the Secret Box. Pretty cool. At the same time, Poison Trolley has its moments, but I do lean a little more towards the Secret Box. And as always, if you're looking at these two deck lists and you think I should add something, take something out, change it up a bit, please let me know in the comments down below. It would mean a lot. But as for my overall thoughts for Poison Archaludon, not the biggest fan. I'm not gonna lie. But then again, that's just because the way I play. Especially since I love Archaludon. This isn't how I would love to play Archaludon. As you saw earlier in the video, I do, and I'm very looking forward to that new Archaludon Monkey Dory with the Team Rocket Bomb card. That one I'm excited about. And as for the next deck to play, I am deciding on Joltik Box. I do want to try that out. It seems so fun. But if there are any decks you do want to see me try out, please let me know in the comments down below. Yeah, other than that, thank you all so much for watching, and see you next time.